Hi, I'm Beetle Dustino and welcome back to my channel. Especially welcome back those tens of subscribers of mine. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Let's make those tens into hundreds. Also, please like and comment on this video. But anyways, let's get on to this next video here. So today we'll be talking about the Paul McCartney colored vinyl reissues. He started this in 2017 and the last one was out in 2019. We're going to kind of do a little what if with this. We'll do a little history of what's been out there. I'll show my collection here. Luckily this one, unlike my archive one, I've got 100% complete, including a bonus. And we'll go through the history and then we'll get into my speculation of what's next to come. So here we go. So this one I don't got quite as rounded off on the speculation of what will come as I did with the archive series. But we'll just have some fun with it. I'll also try to predict what colors they might do on it. Anyways, it started out in 2017 and it was quite a whopper, that first release. He had 8 albums released all together at once there. So if you were trying to collect these all at once right away, that was a big hit to the pocketbook there. I didn't start collecting these until recently, kind of slowly over time, just been picking them up as I find them. I've found them all at pretty good prices. They're not too hard to find, not quite like the archive with certain releases of that. And these you should be able to find yet fairly cheap, fairly easily. But anyways, the first 8 were really all stuff that was done on the archive collection. Of course, he hasn't been doing a colored vinyl option with the archive releases, and I think this was kind of their way of figuring, let's get a colored issue out there too. I think that's why this first group was all a bunch of fairly recent archive collections. I'm just going to kind of go in album order. So of course the 1970 album McCartney was one of the first here. First we'll show you the gatefold, seeing as we got it all out here. And back. And of course it was done in a beautiful red vinyl to match those cherries on the cover. Talked already about how much I like those cherries on there. Then the next one up would be Ram. There's the gatefold and back. Anyways, this one came on, I don't know, it appears yellow to me. I think they say it's green on the label. Kind of translucent. Kind of a cool color. Next up we got Band on the Run. This one I got in its protective sleeve, of course, not a gatefolds. And this one was done on a white vinyl. The B side there. I think I got it right with the A's and the B's. And of course next was Venus and Mars. Of course this one is a gatefold, so we'll take a look at it. And there's your back. I do want to talk a little about this one too, to see if anybody else has had this issue. And this one is my favorite of these, with this yellow and red split. What I want to talk about, I've got 2 copies of this. I got my second copy for free because my first one is damaged. Right at the beginning, there's some pits. Right where the red and the yellow split, I could see it immediately when I pulled it out of the package, trying to find it here. I don't think it'll show up on the camera, but it's very noticeable in person. And I mean, I don't know if it's because of the color messing it up, but I got this through Universal Music on their store and messaged them, sent them some pictures of it. They rushed me out another copy to replace it. They said I didn't have to send this one back. Even my second copy had the same damage to it. So I want to know if anybody else has noticed that too, because I can't even play this. I feel like it'll damage the needle. Love the color, but that's too unfortunate. Please let me know though if your copy did the same, or if anybody else has heard of that happening. I feel like if I ordered it through maybe another site, maybe another warehouse has got a different set of them. I didn't want to say anything back to Universal Music because I just felt like number 3 would do the same. Anyways, let me know on that. Off of that and back to the real subject here. Next one was, of course, Wings at the Speed of Sound. And again, not a gatefold, so I'll just show you the front and the back here. And this one was on a really cool translucent orange. Looks great. Like Beetle Brad, I love my colored vinyl, so I'm really getting excited doing this video. A little shout out to him. And the next one would be McCartney 2. Of course, this does got a gatefold, so we'll open that up. And the back. And then the colored vinyl. On this one, they did clear. Like I said, with the unboxing of the 1, 2, 3 box set, McCartney 1 was put onto the clear. So if you got that set, you've got McCartney 1 and McCartney 2, both on clear vinyl. This one looks a little more hazy than the McCartney does in the 1, 2, 3 box set. It's still very cool. And the next one in that release, getting to the end of the A tier, would have been Tug of War. Again, no gatefold, so just show you the front and the back. And this one was on that beautiful, somewhat clear blue vinyl. And the last one in that 2017 series would be Pipes of Peace. Of course, gatefold. I'll do it this way though, because then you truly get the full front end there. And then we'll show you the inside. And this one was on a silver vinyl, a bit of a swirl in it. A bit see-through too, I can see now looking at it with the light there. There's side 2. But anyways, there's the 2017 set. 2018, they did continue the series. Seems like he kind of did themes with these. This set was a little odd. You definitely got one of the oddest releases in the McCartney canon. And this, I believe, was probably part thanks to the archive set. With the Ram archive collection, did get the release of Thrillington as one of the bonus discs there. So I think they kind of wanted to just get Thrillington its own official re-release since its initial release in 1977. Anyways, that album would be Thrillington. Credited not to Paul McCartney, but Percy Thrills Thrillington. I think people probably figured that out pretty easy, even back in the day with his face really hovering over there. Hype sticker slipped out there as I was doing that. Glanced at it to see what color it was listed as. It just says marbled. It doesn't even say a color. It's kind of a burgundy dark red though, with that marbling in it. Really cool looking vinyl. Next one in the 2018 series was Wings' Greatest. And of course a very good compilation. This one was of course on very nice blue vinyl, really matches that sky blue kind of look on the cover. And where this really gets thrown off is we had a really odd album with Thrillington going into a compilation album with Wings' Greatest. And then the next one he does is one of his main studio albums. One that I'm sure, I know it had a vinyl issue initially, but I know it's one of those that was really kind of hard to find. And I know that fans were probably very appreciative of having a vinyl reissue of it. And that would be Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. This one came out on a very nice gold, kind of some marbling in there, vinyl. And of course I can hold this upside down and it'll read exactly the same no matter what. That very cool font and that he used on that, spelling out his name the same way front or back, or upside down or whatever. And then the last one of the 4 with those was new. And I got my note from my rankings there. The back, sorry about that, I didn't realize that till just now. And this one of course came out on a really cool clear pink vinyl. Really matches that front album art great. So luckily in 2018 they just had those 4 for us. A lot easier to pick those up and 8 all at once. 2019 though, of course, we did get the last of the series so far. They kind of went with the theme with this one as live albums. And I think the big shocker in it was the fact that we got Wings Over America in it so soon. Being that the archive release was just out just a few years before, 2013. So yeah, there's Wings Over America. This one, of course, being a triple vinyl, we got 3 different colors. So of course we got red. I hope I got these in the right order. The labels are hard to read. Yeah, so far I'm good. Yeah, so we got the red, and then we got the green. All translucent. And then the last one, we got the blue. Kind of surprising they didn't go red, white, and blue, but probably wouldn't match the packaging as much. Then the next one out of that campaign, sticking with the live theme, of course this was a studio album, but he did play it live in the studio, and that was their justification on it. Another reason why I believe that those other Tripping the Life Fantastic and Unplugged, the official bootleg, are seeing released in the archive series, and why they didn't make it into this live colored vinyl reissues. But yeah, it's the Russian album Choba BCCP. CCP. I am missing a C in there every time. CCCP. There we go. All right. This one came out on very nice yellow vinyl. Definitely matches the label on the front there. So that one they really kind of had to stretch to give a reasoning. Another reason why I don't believe, I forgot about that in the archive one, I don't think Choba BCCP will see the archive issue because they did the reissue here. So that's why that's not an archive possibility. But then the next one that came out in that series was Paul is Live. Of course, that great recreation of the Abbey Road, proving he's still alive. And with his dog there. This one came out on a very light blue vinyl. And I believe they call this a cream. I bet it's not going to show up very well on the, it'll probably just look more white. But yeah, it's definitely kind of cream or tan. And then this one got its first kind of unique to the rest of these, where most of them are reissues. And this is in a way a reissue because you did have Amoeba's Secret, the EP, and then you had Live in Los Angeles that was kind of just a promotional release just done in the newspaper over there. That would have of course been the more full version of this concert, but this of course gave us the full Amoeba gig. And what a fantastic album it is. If I ever do a Paul live ranking, I think this will rank pretty high. I've always really enjoyed this. I love the fact that you get the whole concert not split up at all. But yeah, anyways, this one was done on a clear vinyl, and this one is very clear. I can actually see through to the phone there, to the camera. Oh, make sure you got it somewhat upright. And then the hype sticker labels this as amber. I don't know, I think it looks more like a clear gold. And so far that's what's been released in this series. Also in 2019 though, there was sort of a bonus released. I don't know if everybody would count this in the set, but the hype sticker matches everything. And this one of course kind of came separate from those last four, but it would be Linda's album, Wide Prairie. This one I still got the hype sticker on there. Of course they called the color, it's listed as milk/blue. So very interesting color. I don't know how well it'll turn up on here. I can see with the light, you can barely see that blue. But when I was holding it up to the solid color here, you see it, maybe that'll help. There, maybe you can see it a little better. Very unique looking colored vinyl, very pretty. But yeah, so we got a little bonus there. Where are we at now? 2022? So we're going on 3 years and we haven't seen another one of these. And I really hope he hasn't abandoned this because it's been a fun series. I have enjoyed collecting these. I love the fact I got 100% on the collection and I want to see more to it. And if he goes in the theme of releasing about 4 at a time and getting the colored version of the archive releases done, I think we've got kind of the next set ready to go with the last few archive series. It actually rounds out to a nice even 4 for the last 4 that, or the only 4 I guess out of the archive that hasn't seen this reissue yet. That of course would be Wildlife, Red Rose Speedway, Flowers in the Dirt, and Flaming Pie. So speculating on the colors on these, I would say Wildlife we're probably going to see on a green of some sort, kind of matching the trees and that on the front there. Red Rose Speedway seems obvious to go with a red of some sort, but I'd like to see it on, if they could do somehow a chrome color on it, kind of match the motor on the bike there, would be pretty cool. Flowers in the Dirt, I'm guessing we'll see like a dark red. It would be cool if they could do like maybe a splatter with the dark red and the yellow in there, kind of matching the flowers there. Flaming Pie, I think would be really cool if they could figure out like a flame splatter, kind of make it look like it's on fire, kind of so orange and yellows and kind of matching what the label looks like. But that seems like a very obvious next set on these, being that they've got the archive sets out there already. kind of my next 4 I got speculated are going to be albums I don't think we'll ever see an archive release, but I think fans would like to see a reissue of, because I think a lot of us don't have these on vinyl. As a matter of fact, all 4 of these I don't have on vinyl. I know they were all released on vinyl, but I don't think unless you found them on that initial run right away, you probably wouldn't have them, or at least you're going to be paying a lot for them. But that next bit would be Run Devil Run, Driving Rain, Memory Almost Full, and Kisses on the Bottom. Now, speculating the colors on these ones, I'd say Run Devil Run, I really sat and looked at it. I don't know. There's a color that really sticks out to me. The one thing that stuck out to me was that kind of orange on the sign by the store. Maybe like an orange kind of matching that color would be cool. Driving Rain, oh boy. I don't know, it would be cool if they could figure this out, like a pixelated, kind of a gray silver look to it. That might be kind of cool. I don't know if that would be doable though, but something kind of like that. Memory Almost Full, I got no doubt will be pink, matching the font on the logo on the front there. And Kisses on the Bottom, again, not much color to that cover. I'm guessing a red. Again, I don't know. The Complete Kisses had that green on the thumbnail. If you got it off iTunes, maybe something like that, and maybe even white or something. I don't know. Next 4 I got kind of set up here is kind of a live album and some compilations, so kind of an odd one like that middle series there with the 2018 series. One that I could see being in there would be the Twin Freaks remix album there. Be cool, kind of they got that green and yellow on the faces, kind of that really kind of pale green and yellow, kind of do kind of a split like that, almost like Venus and Mars was done. The next one that I got listed here is Back in the US / Back in the World. Of course, this has never been issued on vinyl, so it would be really cool to get a first issue on it. I don't know if they would do like the initial release where you got Back in the US would be probably the North American market, everywhere else would get Back in the World, or if they'll just do the one. Of course, there is some differences to the track listing. The artwork and stuff is pretty similar though. That one would be cool, especially if it does go triple album. I'm almost assuming it would go triple album with the amount of songs on there, but do a red, white, and blue. I mean, they didn't on Wings Over America. To me, it would make sense on that. And even on Back in the World, it would make sense because the color on the album art is red, white, and blue themed. And you're representing the UK with that too. The next one up I got on the list is another live album, and also has never been released on vinyl, and that would be Good Evening New York City. This one would be, I want to say the colors, obviously purple. Again, guessing that it's going to be a triple album. Purple, maybe tan and white. I know kind of the colors that are going on there. My guess, I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. And then the other album I got listed with this set is All the Best. This one again was a real tough one to pick out a color. The red in All the Best on the title seems to be the most logical sense. So red vinyl on that. Again, let me know your thoughts. Let's see if you got something better. Now, of course, I am leaving out a lot of stuff here. I'm not going to speculate too much more past that. I will do another set of 4 though. But the last ones I got jotted down on my notes is kind of main albums, and they're all fairly recent ones. Of course, Egypt Station, that's had some colored stuff, but it would still be cool to see some more. I'm not even going to really speculate on colors. I wrote down blue. I think there might have already been a blue, but there's a lot of colors on the cover of it. And then McCartney 3, of course, and yes, I know it's had almost 10, 12 color issues already, but you know what? I guess I'm a sucker. I'll buy another one, especially if they do something cool. Of course, they did the splatter vinyl for McCartney 3, Imagined. McCartney 3 didn't get that option though. They always kind of advertised it with that psychedelic looking dice on it, but never gave us, until McCartney 3 Imagine, never gave us the actual splatter. So it would be cool to see a splatter vinyl on that one. Then the 2 compilations I got down, of course, pretty much is only other 2 compilations, and that would be Wingspan Hits in History and Pure McCartney. Of course, Pure McCartney's fairly recent release. Wingspan, of course, purple and orange. That seemed to be the very common theme on the colors on that one. Pure McCartney is a tough one to call because I don't know how many discs are going to be included. I believe it was a 4-disc set. I think to me, though, white and clear, with the fact it's called Pure McCartney, would be very obvious options on that. But anyways, I will end it there. Hopefully I didn't go too long on this. It was fun getting to show some of my collection there. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe. Please comment and let's talk about it. Tell me what you think would be next on this. Tell me if you think that it's a smart series to keep going, if you've enjoyed collecting them too. Tell me what you think the colors would be. It's fun speculating on this, so that's why I want to do these what ifs. But anyways, I'm Beetle Dustino, signing out.